The medicine seemed to have kicked in. Feena's breathing was steady, and her fever had subsided, all in the past tense. But we're not done here in town, but we are done with Jeba's house. We need to now go to the mayor's place, which I have to think about for a second. There it is. Oh my, it's the silver bell. Was it the thieves? Were they the ones you retrieved it from? What's that? The thieves didn't have it. It was beneath the old shrine. I'm confused. Why in the world would it have been there? Well, it doesn't really matter. The important thing is it's been returned. We're safe again. Thank you so much, adventurer. As a token of my appreciation, I give you this ring. Wear it well. And we have obtained the power ring, our first ring. It's a family heirloom with mystical properties. I believe it will prove very useful to you. That it will. We'll go ahead and take a look at it. It is equipment, after all. The power ring, bronze ring that fully doubles the wearer's strength. That's kind of inaccurate. What it does is it doubles your damage, not your strength. Those are technically two different things, right? So my strength is the same, but it doubles my damage. So definitely want to put that on. Having double the strength is always nice, but there was a little bit more that we could do back in the shrine, so let's head back kind of quickly, because there's more work for me to do. But before I do want to head back up and open a treasure chest that I avoided when Feena was still with me, and I was escorting her around because she was slow. Real quick, there's a treasure chest right here that we can now open with the treasure chest key. Inside, we can find the shield ring. Now this is pretty much the exact same as this power ring, except for defense. Magical brass ring reduces all damage received by half. So all enemies that hit us will do half the damage. Since most enemies are now only doing 1 damage, and equipping this won't change that to 0, you can't take 0 damage when you get hit. There's no point in me equipping this right now. Now, I do have to say that both Power Ring and the Shield Ring do not work inside of a boss fight. So, don't think that they're gonna save you then. Boss fights are kind of their own thing. Alright, that's all that I wanted to take care of back in the shrine. We are ready to go. These guys are not giving me the experience that I want. What is it, 8? Yeah, it's only 8. Considering I need 2,000 experience, I don't think that's gonna help me all that much. Alright, I believe that there is more for me to do outside in Zepic Village, a little bit of backtracking. Let me make sure that I've done everything that I wanted to up to this point, though. That is everything that I wanted to do in Zepic Village for now. So, we are going to head out and back quite a bit. We have some more parts of the plains here to explore. We're not going to be able to do much, but there is something that we can do. We're going to head from the bridge that leads back to Minea and to Barbado Port. We're going to head east from there and across this bridge. From here, we're going to head straight south, not southeast just yet. Here, though, we are going to find that pond where we found the treasure. Let's see, the treasure was right here before. Remember that little L shape right there? We're going to head southeast of that until we find a little path that leads us over to an area that we'll be back to later. There's not much we can do here now, but we will get a little introduction screen here to Rodatree. But like I said, there's not much we can do here. We're just going to run right by it, head north through this small little passage that leads west that will take us to the treasure chest that they hinted at before. Remember, we could see it over here. They were teasing me with it. Now we can open it because we have the treasure chest key. And we can get a piece of paper. Hooray! A piece of paper. Is it good for anything? What does it say? A paper with several lines of an unreadable language written on it. Doesn't sound all that useful yet. Maybe it's got some ancient incantations on it. Maybe it's some kind of magic spell. We'll find out later. But for now, we just need to head back. And we're going to actually go all the way back to Barbados Port, because there's something that we can do there. Although we don't necessarily need to do it, doing so now... This is the right way, isn't it? Doing so now will give us an achievement, plus it'll give us an upgrade that I do care about. I think I've gone maybe a little bit too far there. No, we're fine. We're fine. Just head north and around this once more. I think we'll be good. All right. So back to Barbados Port we go. We'll also make a pit stop in Minea, because there's a little bit more that we can do. We should have also, I believe, added Feena to the notes. There are, a couple more notes to be filled in, and I think Feena is one of them. If I could remember my way back, that would also be helpful. But eventually, we'll get some good work out of all of this. There is dialogue and all that kind of stuff. All right, back to Minea. We're just going to bypass this for the time being. We'll heal when I'm in town. I don't necessarily need to focus too much on healing right now. I'm not even close to the next level, and it's not going to get any closer, really. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not nearly as much as I would like. Even if I kill all of these enemies rather quickly. It's the zigzag, right? Yes, it's still the zigzag. But eventually we will make it back to Barbados Port. Now, the person that we want to talk to here is actually Slaff, who should be in... Oh, no. Okay, Cheryl. That's nice. We'll beat him black and blue. I'm sure you will. Let me try to remember where the... Yeah, it's this giant one down here. The militia building where we can find Slaff. Well now, if it isn't Adol, so what's the story? Learn anything out there? What's wrong? You look positively drained. Did something happen to you? Adol told Slaff about the monsters he'd been fighting and the events leading up to these battles. Wow. It's like some kind of fairy tale. First the storm wall, now this. Are we in a magical land built for someone's amusement? Is that a fourth wall I see? I'll shatter it. Either way, you've got a heaping helping of destiny on your plate, Adol. Eat up, I say. Actually, will you follow me for a moment? And we automatically follow Slaff outside, as he takes us, I believe, to a building that was locked when we were here before. He should be unlocking it for us. Inside we go, into the armory. Here, take this sword with you. And we've gotten ourselves a new sword. I've always been hesitant on how to say it. Let's go with Tower. Could be Talwar. Talwar. Let's go with Tower. I found it while patrolling at Whitehorn Beach 6 months ago. Probably from a trade ship capsized by the storm wall, which means they won't miss it, so don't feel bad. I think it came from one of the countries in the east. The curved blade gives it a distinctive feel. I think you'll make good use of it. Hope it comes in handy fighting all those monsters. Ah, it's weird, you know? Seeing that determined look in your eyes, I almost want to go with you. Ah, well. I'll see you later, man. If you need anything else, don't you hesitate to swing by. Oh, this will give you a Steam achievement if you get the tower this way. There is a Steam achievement that I didn't mention before. When we pushed Feena down that, alleyway back in the shrine, if you wear the mask while you do that, you get a different Steam achievement. It's a little weird how that works. But let's go ahead and take a look at our third weapon here. The tower. As you can see, it increases our strength by 10. Sword from the Far East. Its curved blade slices like a dream. I assume that is not a hole in the middle, and that's just like an effect of the lighting or paint or something like that, because a hole in the middle of the sword is not too useful. We'll go ahead and put that on, and now we're doing a ton of damage, as you might anticipate. So I think that is all that I wanted to do here. I don't think anybody has anything more to say. We could check with Slaff, though. Not you, fisherman. Not you. While I'm speaking to people, we might as well take a look at the notes, see if Feena was added. She was. A girl Adol rescues from a cold, lonely cell beneath the shrine. Doesn't remember anything but her name, and has no idea why she'd been locked away in the first place. I don't think we learned all of that yet, but nice to know. While we're here, we might as well take a look at the new enemies that we found. We found the Unu guns. We talked about them before, but we found the Unos, a bull-headed monster that dwells beneath the shrine, emerges from the darkness swinging an enormous blade wildly, startling even the hardiest of adventurers. Then we have the Bullner, a giant insect-like monster inhabiting the catacombs beneath the shrine. Scuttles towards its prey while emitting a shrill cry that could give anyone goosebumps, except it's not that difficult. And then the Looter, a spirit of the dead bearing the darkened flame of a long-forgotten grudge, approaches the living in hopes of finding a new friend to dwell eternally by its side. How nice! All it wanted was a friend, and I just keep on killing it. Slaff, do you have anything new to say now? Keep at it, Adol. You just might be able to solve the mysteries of this land. I think that's all he has to say, but it's worth another check. That is it. All right, and then we can talk to the other people that get their own... Doggy. That get their own little profile picture there. We can talk to the nurse and the doctor. You guys have anything to say? Dr. Bluto, first the storm wall, then the monsters. What's next, a plague of locusts? Yeah, you're still with us. Seems like the hand of fate is guiding you. Fools rush in, though. Best check. Yeah, he doesn't say anything new since the first time that we talked to him. Nurse? That's the same thing, too. You guys don't have anything new to say. Disappointing. All right, let's head out. We need to head back to Minea. There's a little bit of work that we can do there before we do anything else. Also, they're not going to let me kill the Picards, the damn guinea pigs. It was Picards, right? I can check, actually. It was Picards. Picards, yes. Didn't let me kill them one bit. Did we get a slightly... I think we get a slightly different animation? No, it looks pretty much the same. When we kill the enemies with our new fancy sword that I'm probably not going to say ever again because I'm not 100% sure how to say it. Probably can be said many ways. Probably one of them words. Alright, so we already made it back to Minea. It does not take long. Now here, like I said, there's a little bit of work that we can do. I also did want to check to see if there was a way for me to sell my old stuff. Not that it necessarily matters too much, but I did want to check it out. So, no, yeah, Hans, he's still talking about the shop here. Pim's Pawn, how you doing? Something you need? I'll go ahead and sell something to you. You can have the necklace. Now, when he starts, he's going to start at 500, then you can haggle him to 550. Last time I tried to haggle with him, or last time I tried to sell something to him, though, he already gave me the haggled price, so we'll see if he automatically does that again. This is not a high-end necklace. Cheap and damaged to boot. Still not saying I won't buy it. Yeah, he'll already give me the haggled price of 550, so if I say no, I can't give you a better deal than this. Take it or leave it. So I'll go ahead and sell it for 550. What am I gonna do? Oh, thank you. What do you have? He has the wing, right? I don't necessarily need it, but I might as well take it. I'll get one of each. We'll get the wing, and then we will get the mirror. This mirror has the power to freeze monsters in time, but it shatters with overuse. It's on sale, though. Yeah, 450 gold. It freezes them for at least a little bit, so there's that. So we got the mare. So I think we are good to go. Like I said, though, there is a little bit more work that I wanted to do. We want to head down and talk to the fortune teller, if memory serves me correctly. Yes.